For the one and only Khadijah Cooper!
So sorry, I almost took out your table with my ass. I'm so sorry. Or am I sorry? I don't know. I can't help it. What an eclectic group of white people. I like this. This is fun for me. This is good. I like it. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm a black girl who grew up in the suburbs, so this just looks like every high school party I've ever been to. I'm very comfortable. I thought you were somebody I went to high school with. Swear to God, I was like, Megan? No, this is good. We're about to 2023. They're talking about resolutions, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Clearly, I've gained a little bit of weight, hence I almost knocked over their whole table with my ass. So obviously, my resolution is to buy bigger clothes, because Mama's not giving up carbs in this fupa, absolutely not. She's keeping me good and warm on these cold days. People are like, I'm so cold, I'm like, get you a fupa. I'm just kidding. I do want to go back to the gym because I've always been a pretty athletic person. I've always been pretty active, and last 9 months I haven't been, and I, kind of feel it in my body. So I want to go back to the gym, but not necessarily to lose weight, but just to feel better emotionally, mentally, spiritually, the normal stuff. So I'm gonna go back to the gym. I went to the gym on Wednesday because I wanted to make sure the guy at Planet Fitness see me before the fucking first. So I'd be like, I've been here, this isn't my first day. I've been paying for this shit all year. I want them to be like, hi, Miss Cooper. Like, I want them to recognize me, so I'm not one of those people that everyone's talking about on the internet. It's like, oh my God, the second is so busy. Yeah, well, I've been coming here for 4 days, so I hate that shit too. I'm with you. Fuck those guys. I'm having so much fun. I think I'm having so much fun because I just turned 40 in November, and I'm just like, I love it. Thank you for clapping. I just didn't die. I didn't do anything. I just woke up on November 16th, so that's cool. Okay. I like it. Your birthday's November 16th? Fuck yeah, Scorpios. Fuck yeah. I love it. I'm an only child, so stop taking all my attention, please. Eyes up here, eyes up here, eyes up here. Eyes up here. I love being 40 because, I come from a long line of really, wise women, and I feel like it must have happened when they were 40, so I really thought I was just going to wake up on my 40th birthday and just understand taxes inside and out, you know what I mean? I wanted to be wise. I wanted to understand white dude shit like stocks, bonds, John Deere, you know what I'm talking about? All that shit. I wanted to go to Ace Hardware, not just because it was the most convenient, but because that's where you get the lug nut you need, That's what I wanted. But it didn't happen. I woke up and I didn't know shit. I was like, fuck. How am I going to survive? It probably felt the same way as a 13-year-old girl woke up just waiting for her tits to come in, just disappointment. It's like, when is it my turn? When is it going to be my turn? Being 40 is fucking awesome. There's so many benefits that nobody talks about. I think we live in a society where they're like, oh, women, you're getting older, blah. And I'm like, fuck off, because fucking 40 is great. Now I realize that I know exactly how many milligrams of ibuprofen I need to get through my day. How fun. How fun. It's 600. No more, no less. No. It's so fun. Now I know how much money I'll have when I die. Isn't that fun? That's a fun thing when you get older. I was talking to my financial guy, and we were going over the paperwork, and I was like, okay, this is awesome. Pause, side note, I work at a nonprofit, so I don't even know why I have paperwork. I don't make very much money. But we were going over paperwork, and he flipped it over, and I was like, oh my God, what is that number? Is that what I'll have when I retire? And he goes, oh, no, Miss Cooper, that's not. And I was like, well, what are you talking about, Chad? He's like, man, my name's not Chad, it's Richard. I said, well, don't be a dick. What is the number? He was like, no, this is how much you'll, have to give your daughter when you you pass. And I was like, oh, so I flipped the paper back over and I was like, is this the side where I check? Fuck no, I don't want to do that. I took care of her for 18 years. I don't want to do it anymore. Getting older is fun. I will say, like, you know, as I get older, when you know better, you do better, obviously. So I know better, so I wanted to do better. So now I'm recycling. Yeah, for the planet. But I'm recycling the makeup on my face. Because my motto is, tonight's eyeliner is tomorrow's smoky eye. Reduce, reuse, recycle. We all learned it in 6th grade. It is, getting older. It's so crazy because like a week before my 40th birthday, I'm a pretty reflective person, so I was thinking about my grandmother, and my grandmother was a big Southern woman, like super country, like Sunday biscuit making, big mama type, like amazing. And she was so country that she slept with a shotgun under her bed. But not in like an NRA kind of way, but in a like, do they have torches kind of way, you know what I mean? All right, white people, couple, you didn't want to laugh. This is not a test. This is not a test. You can laugh. That's the point, because one person was like, not gonna get me. You can laugh. I want you to. That's why I'm doing it. What if I was like, don't laugh? Wouldn't that be a weird thing? Anyway, I want you to laugh. You guys are doing really good. Thank you. But yeah, my grandma was this like big Southern woman. So one time I was down south and I was visiting her. We were working in her garden, and my grandmother was like wise. I talked about it, and she looked at me one time and she goes, "Baby, if you know how to garden, you will never go hungry." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's brilliant." So I kept that with me, and now I grow weed and I always have the munchies. And I never go hungry. So wise. I'm just kidding. I don't grow weed. That's a joke. I don't grow weed, but I do like to smoke weed, but just like a little bit. Like when me and my mom friends just like happen to find a joint at like our drug dealer's house. I was like, oh my God, what a coincidence. I still like smoking joints old school. I can't get how like they're getting high now with the edibles and the chocolates and that stuff. Honestly, like look at me. Do I look like somebody want to offer one gummy bear too? What kind of bullshit is that? Like, I'm an adult now, so that means I have the authority to eat as many gummy bears as I absolutely want to. And you're telling me the best gummy bears God ever intended, I can only have one? Or if I have more, it's not a good day. Weed is the only thing in my life that's my best friend and my arch nemesis in the same fucking mood. It's not good. It's not good. This is fun. I love doing comedy. I love telling jokes, but when I'm not telling jokes, I still have a full-time job. I work at a sexual health clinic for teens, which is so fun. And people always ask me like, "Oh my God, like that's really interesting. Like what do you do?" And I just boil it down to like basically I just know more about cum than any of you. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. No, but then they ask me, they're like, "Oh, Khadijah, what is like your favorite part?" Like that's a really interesting job. Sounds really fun. And I go, honestly, the funnest part of my job is teaching 5th grade puberty. It's so fun because they're just curious and they're inquisitive, and so you know, I just walk in like some sex ed fairy godmother, like ha ha ha, a little blue bird on my shoulder. One time I was in a class and I was like, okay, like, going over puberty, like, your body's gonna change, you're gonna hate your fucking parents. You're gonna make your mother cry in the shower. You're gonna be fucking rotten. And you're gonna hate deodorant. And then all of a sudden, in the back, one little boy just rose his hand. And I could tell something was really, like he really had something going on that he just had to get off his chest. And it felt like he was like, this is the moment. And I was like, yes, little boy. And he goes, teacher, sometimes I touch my penis and it feels really, really good. And I was like, go. I was like, thank you for your question and being so honest in this safe space that I've created for you. I need you to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. That's what I said. I had a strongly worded email from a parent the next day, but that's a different story. And I think what happened is just like opened this Pandora's box. All these kids were having all these things happen to their body like really quickly, and nobody was talking to them about them. They were really nervous. So over here, a kid's like, yeah, sometimes white stuff comes out of my dick. Was that normal? And I was like, why are you saying dick? You're 10. What is happening? And then over here, a little girl is like, sometimes I put one finger in my vagina, but can I put two? I was like, holy shit. Definitely two. And if you get three, you'll be really popular in high school. Oh shit. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway. My job is so fun. You guys, that's gonna be my time. I'm Khadijah Cooper. Thank you so much.